Hello children, today I am continuing the same topic, that is politics of plant development. Today I will discuss and tell you about the third 5-year plan. During the third 5-year plan, the focus was given on long-term development. Long-term development means the field of development due to which in the long run there will be the benefit for the country, and it may include that development in the field of communication, electricity, and in the field of science, technology. And then next was increase in national income. That was very important for the development of the country. So in the third 5-year plan, this was the target that they will increase in the national income. They will do the work so that the national income could be increased. Then next was the increase in agricultural production. The reason was that after the Second World War, after the second 5-year plan, the critics started to talk that due to the emphasis given on industries in the second 5-year plan, the development in the field of agriculture could not be that much which was needed, due to which the food grain production could not meet the need, and there was a shortage of food grain. So critics started to talk that there should be given emphasis on the agriculture also as well as industries also, and that's why there was a emphasis was given in third 5-year plan on agricultural production also, so that the production of food grain could be increased. Then next very important point is that the assessment, that whether the third 5-year plan could achieve its targets or not. Then the most important thing that it was the failure. Why it was called the failure? That the third 5-year plan, it was argued that the third 5-year plan was a failure because it could not achieve its targets. And what has been found that it could achieve the targets only in the field of communication and social services, but in the field of industries or industrial production it could not achieve its target. And the result was that this plan was called as a failure plan. As we know that there are always the reasons for the success of anything. In the same way, there are some reasons for the failure of anything also, and behind the failure of this plan, there were many reasons. As we know that there were the war between India and Pakistan during the period of 1964 to 65, Indo-Pak war. Due to this war also, there was a decline of the production in agricultural field also and in the industrial field also. Then there was the second reason, that was poor monsoon. As we know that farmers in our India are totally dependent upon the monsoon. Due to the poor monsoon, the production of agriculture, that is food grains, could not be good. Crops were not good. The result was that production was decreased, which could not meet the need of the people. And then next, and most important thing was that lack of coordination between the central and state government. This is very shocking because whenever the plan is there and any plan comes from the central government, there is a big need for the coordination between the central government and between the state government, central and state government, because without the coordination no work can be fulfilled properly, no target can be achieved. So due to this reason also there was the failure of the third 5-year plan. Now let's talk about the public sector and private sector. If we are going to talk about private sector, it means the development of the country is totally dependent upon the private entrepreneurs, private industrialists, and this is also called the open economy. Here all the responsibility is upon the private sectors. And if we are going to talk about public sector, then all the heavy industries and all the important sectors are to be owned by the government. And in both the sectors, and there is a need for capital. It is here a private ownership need, and they should be capable enough to start an industry, and here the government should be there. So the Indian government did not adopt any of this ideology, and it adopted and it has adopted both the ideologies, and that's why it has adopted the ideology or a system, we can say, which is called the mixed economy. Because in our economy, private sectors are also having right to establish their industries and run their industries, sell their products, and at the same time public sectors are also there, means government owned sectors are also there, means like electricity, railways, and then defense services, all these sectors are under the ownership of the government. So this is called the mixed economy. It means the features of private sectors are also there here, and features of public sector is also there in the economy of our country. Now just see, this system also has not been adopted without any criticism. Some critics are there who say that in this system, though we have adopted both the system, it means the government should also find out the way so that privatization or private entrepreneurs could install their industries in an easy way, but so many laws and barriers are also there which the private sectors are facing. And this I am talking about the period from the 1961 to 1966, and we can say we can say before 1991, because after 1991 there was a system or ideology, that was the liberalism, which was adopted in our country, and due to which privatization was giving a big chance, and private entrepreneurs not from our only from our country but from other countries also could come India. They can invest in our country and they could earn profit, and at the same time it was done only for the purpose so that the problem of unemployment could also be solved. But before that, private sectors were facing much problem, because they had to take the license also, they had to take the permit also, then they had to face many other rules and regulations for establishing private sector industries, which was not easy for them. And all the big industries, heavy industries were under the ownership of the government. So only the sectors, only the fields where the very less competition was there, only in those sections or only in those fields private entrepreneurs were allowed to open or install their industries, which was not totally in the favor of the private sectors or private entrepreneurs. That's why critics were saying that if we have adopted mixed economy, it may is wish private sectors or private entrepreneurs should also get the benefit, and government should they give some incentives also to the private entrepreneurs, because if they are installing industries in the country, then it means they are giving contribution for the development of the in the country and for the development of the economy. Then the government should give the incentives to these private sectors industries also, but the government was not paying attention. That's why it is said, according to the critics, it is the view of the critics that the government is not paying that much attention which is needed for the development or growth of the private sector. And this was the content, or this is the fact before 1991. Nowadays all the private entrepreneurs are getting very good chance, but before 1991, which was I am discussing. The evolution of Jamindari system. Jamindari system was a system in which Jamindars were exploiting cultivators. They were working as a mediators between the cultivators and the state. So there was a need for abolishing the Jamindari system. There were some other problems also which the country was facing, like in Bihar 1960 there was a famine, due to which the crops were not good and people were not having food grains in a sufficient amount. So during this period, that is during the period of third 5-year plan, there were many bad circumstances, or we can say there were many crises in India, due to which the third 5-year plan could not get its target. But certainly it was not, we cannot say that it was a waste, but whenever there is an analysis is there after some planning or some commission or some work, then we always find some positive and negative things, and the result, what assessment which we do it, that there were many reasons due to which it could not attain its all the targets. But certainly after that the planning commission does the good work, and we need to study and its working and its targets and its plannings. Okay, that's all for today, children. Thanks and have a nice day.